What's going on, everyone? Welcome to my channel, Saved by an Angel. My name's Ash. In this video, I'm going to share some opinions about God, Jesus, the angels, free will, and incarnating on planet Earth that some people might find shocking or even offensive. So these are just my opinions. If they don't resonate, do me a favor. Let me know you're thinking, no way, Jose, and give me a big thumbs down, okay? If you find this interesting or insightful, give me a thumbs up. Let's see which one wins. I'm kind of curious. I got a feeling there's going to be a couple haters on this one. But anyways, this is just my opinion, and it's not based off of things that I read. It's things I've come to believe after having 4 visitations in this physical reality from Jesus, 3 visitations from Archangel Michael, leaving my body numerous times and experiencing what unconditional love feels like. So I'm going to begin with, why I say this is shocking, because up until the age of 33, when all these things started happening to me, I had a totally different belief system, and they've changed now, and it shocked me. So that's why I'm sharing these with you. So how's my opinion of God changed? That was kind of shocking to me. Well, first of all, I hear some people say that they call on Jesus God, and, I was never really certain whether that was, if that was true or not. But what I've come to believe now is that God is a separate entity than Jesus. Jesus is the Son of God. I'll get into that more later. But what I believe God is God is the energy of unconditional love and creation. God is not judgmental. God loves everything. That's all God does is love and create, love and create, love and create, love creating. Okay, so what's shocking about that? Well, what that means is that God has the same love for you, for me, as he does for Hitler, as he does for the scumbags that are running the planet right now, poisoning everybody. So if that's not shocking, I don't know what is, right? There's other beings that might judge these beings, okay, but it's not God. And so Jesus is the Son of God. You're the Son of God. You're the daughter of God. In my opinion, the soul that makes up Jesus, the soul that's within you, comes from God. So we are all fragments of God expressing themselves. Now, there's, in my opinion, there is also other beings just like Jesus. From what I've come to learn is that there's 144,000 ascended masters just like Jesus on the same path as him, focusing on love and helping humanity. And some of them are walking this planet right now. Many of them are. You might have just been walking down the street and seen what you thought was a normal person, but their soul was on the same ascension process as Jesus. Spending the same amount of time focusing on love and spreading love and helping humanity. So another thing that I've come to believe, will Jesus walk the earth again? Now, I might be wrong. It's just my opinion. But I do not believe that he will physically walk this earth. I mean, he might. Maybe his body that's been deteriorated for thousands of years will somehow morph and you'll go to Starbucks and see Jesus drinking a coffee. But what I've come to believe from my experiences is that what they're actually talking about is that the love Jesus carried in his heart will be carried by all men and women sometime on this planet. And could you imagine the paradise we'd be living in if every single politician, every single person in power had their heart open like Jesus? That, I probably wouldn't want to run away so much if that was the case. So now I'm going to conclude the angels, free will, and incarnating on planet Earth that some people might find shocking. So what I've come to believe, right before we incarnate, we are in a high vibrational place. You call it whatever you want. You call it heaven or whatever. All I know from leaving my body is that you are in a dimension of unconditional love, and it is absolutely amazing. So before you incarnate, you're in this place that's super, super awesome, right? And then you look through dimensions and you see this little blue and green and white planet called Earth. Now, from where you're at, super high vibe, you look at planet Earth and you see that it is a super low vibrating planet. It's got a very low consciousness and it's very dense. Okay. Human beings are the new kids on the block. We're not very evolved. If you don't believe me, just walk out your door and look around. It's quite simple to understand. And so you look at your angels and guides and you're like, you want me to go down there? You want me to leave this unconditional love to go down to that low vibrating planet? Like, why would I do that, right? And the angels, what they say is, all you got to do is just spread the love. Be in your heart. Come from a place of love. And we'll be by your side. You can hear us. We'll be guiding you. This and that, right? But what we don't realize when we're in this place of unconditional love is just how shitty the energy on planet Earth is. Now, unless you've left your body, unless you've had Jesus come to you or an archangel, you might not really understand what I'm saying, because the energy down here is all you've known. It's kind of like a fly landing on dog poo. That's just normal, right? But when you've experienced unconditional love and then you come down here and it's a totally different ball game. And what's kind of shocking to me is that some people in the spiritual community know this. Like, if you want to hear your guides and angels, what you got to do is you got to quiet your mind through meditation and through focus, right? And so why is that? Well, here's my opinion on what that really is. It's kind of shocking to me, but the reason is because the angels don't want to lower their vibration to match you when you lower your vibration. So when you're in this place of unconditional love, looking down upon an Earth about to incarnate, it's like, hold on a sec. You want me to go live down there 24/7, and you're not going to meet me there when I need you the most? Sometimes they do, okay? If it wasn't for Archangel Michael stopping me from starting my car, I wouldn't be here right now. That took a lot of energy for him to come and do. But on a regular basis, if you want to hear your angels and guides, you got to raise your vibration. So let me give you an example of how this is kind of shocking to me. When I decided to have my child, it was 3 months after my mom was diagnosed with terminal cancer. And I wasn't ready to have a child at the time, but I thought, I want to do this so my mom can experience my kid, right? And at that time, when I decided to do this, I couldn't see what was coming down the road, right? But my angels could. And I was in a place of extreme depression when I did this. I was drowning out my reality with alcohol, and I was basically bawling my eyes out every single night when doctors told us, my mom's got maybe like 6 months to live. And so, or a year, whatever it was. And so when my wife got pregnant, I didn't know what was coming. And here's the thing. Right before my child was conceived, like I'm talking seconds before, I heard loud and clear this voice say, "This might not be the best time." Okay, so why did that happen? Well, what happened was I raised my vibration, obviously, seconds before climax. And that was the only moment that my angels were willing to come down and meet me and tell me this message. Okay, so before I raised my vibration a little bit, when I was in this drunken, depressed state, they weren't willing to get their wings dirty and come down and say, hey, you know what? You might want to hold off. Because what ended up happening that I wasn't capable of seeing was that my mom passed away 3 months before my son was born. And this caused me to fall into a suicidal depression. In 2014, on July 13th, I attempted to take my life. For the first 8 or 9 months of my son's life, I wasn't able to hold him for longer than 30 seconds without bawling my eyes out and putting him down, having to leave the room. My son extremely lucky to have a dad if it wasn't for Archangel Michael saving my life. So there's just some things that I found to be kind of shocking. My opinions, my truths, you know. If it rubs you the wrong way, give me a big thumbs down and say, no way. If you found it kind of interesting or somewhat insightful, give me a thumbs up. Regardless, thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day.